Let me be real with you. Everybody looks committed when it's easy, when the alarm goes off and you're excited, when the results are coming fast, when people are clapping for you, supporting you, reposting you, telling you you're great. Anybody can stay consistent on a good day. Anybody can grind when the energy is high. But that's not commitment, that's comfort. Real commitment shows up when motivation disappears, when the fire you felt in the beginning fades and all you're left with is a choice. See, most people are controlled by how they feel. If they feel tired, they stop. If they feel discouraged, they slow down. If they feel unappreciated, they quit. But champions don't move by feelings. They move by decision. They decide in advance that no matter how they feel, the work is getting done. Because feelings change. But decisions create direction. You don't wait to feel ready. You don't wait to feel inspired. You show up because you said you would. Let me tell you something. Motivation is unreliable. It's like a visitor. It comes and goes. Discipline is a resident. Discipline stays. Discipline wakes you up when motivation is sleeping. Discipline pushes you forward when excitement is gone, and commitment is the bridge between who you are right now and who you said you wanted to become. If you only work when you feel like it, you'll never outperform your emotions, and your emotions will always choose comfort over growth. This is where most people lose their dream, not because they weren't talented, not because they weren't smart, but because they couldn't push when it got boring. They couldn't push when progress slowed down. They couldn't push when nobody was watching. They wanted instant results, but greatness doesn't move on your timeline. It moves on consistency, and consistency demands commitment, not excitement. Understand this. Your hardest days are not designed to stop you. They're designed to expose you, to show you how bad you really want it, to reveal whether this is a hobby or a calling. Anybody can talk about staying committed when life is smooth, but when life hits you, when money gets tight, when support disappears, when self-doubt creeps in, that's when your character steps forward. That's when you find out if your dream is real or just something you like talking about. And listen closely, quitting is easy. Quitting gives instant relief. It removes the pressure. It silences the fear. But it also kills the future you were building. Commitment, on the other hand, is uncomfortable. It asks you to sacrifice sleep, comfort, and sometimes relationships. It asks you to keep going when there's no guarantee of success. But that's the price of becoming uncommon. So when motivation dies, and it will, you don't panic. You don't question the vision. You lean on discipline. You lean on the promises you made to yourself. You remember why you started when you had nothing, when you were hungry, when you were tired of being average. You don't stop because it's hard. You lock in because it's hard. Because at the end of the day, commitment isn't about how you feel. It's about what you do when you don't feel like doing anything at all. Stay committed. That's where greatness lies. And let me tell you something most people don't want to hear advice. If it doesn't hurt, it's not changing you. Growth is uncomfortable. Elevation is painful. Becoming more than you've ever been will stretch you in ways you didn't expect. And the reason so many people quit is because they misunderstand pain. They see pain as a warning, a signal to stop, a reason to turn around. But champions see pain differently. They see it as confirmation that they've left the comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth begins. See, average people run from discomfort. The moment things get hard, they assume something is wrong. They say, maybe this isn't for me. No, let me be clear. Hard doesn't mean wrong. Hard means unfamiliar. Hard means you're doing something you've never done before. Hard means you're asking your mind, your body, and your spirit to operate at a higher level. And anything that's never been stretched will fight back when pressure is applied. Pain is not your enemy. Complacency is. Staying comfortable feels good. But comfort never produces greatness. You don't get stronger by lifting light weight. You don't get faster by running slow. And you don't become exceptional by choosing the easy path. Pain is the resistance that builds strength. It's the fire that refines discipline. And if you learn how to endure it, pain becomes your teacher, not your tormentor. Let me break this down. Every level has a price. The price of staying where you are is regret. The price of growth is discomfort. You're going to pay one way or another. The question is, which pain are you willing to live with? Temporary pain that leads to permanent progress, or temporary comfort that leads to permanent frustration. Champions choose pain with purpose. And here's the truth. Pain exposes your mindset. When adversity hits, excuses start talking. Your mind will tell you to slow down, to quit, to take a break you didn't earn. That voice is not wisdom. It's fear trying to protect your comfort. Growth doesn't come from listening to that voice. Growth comes from pushing forward while that voice is screaming. That's how resilience is built. That's how confidence is earned. Understand this. as the struggle is shaping you. Every late night, every failure, every rejection is sharpening your discipline and strengthening your character. You may not see the progress immediately, but progress is happening internally before it ever shows externally. Muscles grow after the workout, not during it. The same applies to life. The pain you're feeling now is preparing you for responsibilities you can't handle yet. So don't quit because it hurts. Don't retreat because it's uncomfortable. Learn from it. Let it toughen you without hardening you. Stay committed through the pain, because the version of you that can handle pressure, adversity, and discomfort is the version of you that wins. Pain is not a stop sign. It's proof you're becoming someone you've never been before. Stay committed. The growth is worth it. Let me be honest with you. Talent will impress people, but consistency will change your life air. You don't win because you had one good day. You don't succeed because you went hard once. You win because you showed up when it was boring, when it was slow, when it felt like nothing was working. That's where most people fall off. Not because they can't do the work, but because they can't do it every day. See, when life hits you, when pressure comes, when the excitement fades, consistency is the first thing to go. People start skipping days, then weeks, then months. They tell themselves they'll get back to it when things calm down. But life never calms down. There will always be stress. There will always be distractions. There will always be reasons to stop. Champions don't wait for perfect conditions. They build momentum in imperfect situations. Consistency is not about intensity. It's about us, obedience to the process. It's doing what needs to be done even when the results are invisible, even when the numbers aren't moving, even when nobody is clapping. You have to understand this progress is quiet. Growth is subtle. And if you need constant validation to keep going, you'll quit before the breakthrough shows up. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. They want fast results, viral success, overnight wins. But greatness is built in repetition. It's built in the mundane. It's built in those small daily actions that don't look impressive, but compound over time. One workout won't change your body. One study session won't change your mind. But showing up daily will transform everything. Here's the truth as consistency exposes your commitment. Anybody can go hard when they feel inspired. But can you go hard when you're tired? Can you show up when the results don't match the effort? Can you keep pushing when doubt is louder than belief? That's where separation happens. That's where average people stop and elite performers keep moving. And let me say this clearly, consistency doesn't mean perfection. You're going to have bad days. You're going to fall short. But consistency means you don't let one bad day turn into a bad week, a bad month, or a bad year. You get back up, you recommend, you refuse to stay down. That bounce back mentality is what builds resilience. When life gets hard, and it will, don't look for motivation. Look for your routine. Your habits will save you when your emotions try to sabotage you. Systems beat feelings every time. When you don't feel like pushing, your consistency will push for you. Stay consistent, not because it's easy, but because it's effective. Consistency is the bridge between struggle and success. Walk it every day. Let me talk to you from the heart right now. Quitting doesn't just affect you. It affects the future version of you that's counting on the decisions you make today. It affects the life you said you wanted, the freedom you prayed for, the legacy you talked about when nobody was listening. Every time you think about giving up, you're standing at a crossroads between comfort now and reward later. And most people choose comfort because they can't see the future, but the future can feel it. Your future self is watching how you handle pressure, watching how you respond to setbacks, watching whether you fold when things don't go your way. And every time you stay committed, you send a message forward in time. I didn't quit. I kept going. I believed even when it didn't make sense. That message becomes confidence. That message becomes strength. That message becomes proof that you are capable of more than you thought. See, pain is temporary, but where regret lasts forever. Quitting gives you instant relief, but it steals long-term fulfillment. It removes the struggle, but it also removes the possibility. And the saddest thing in the world isn't failing. It's never finding out how far you could have gone. You didn't come this far just to feel good for a moment. You came this far because something inside you refused to stay small. There are people who will benefit from your perseverance. People who will be inspired by your discipline. People who will look at your story and realize that if you didn't quit, maybe they don't have to either. Whether you see it or not, Fez, your commitment is bigger than you. It's generational. It's contagious. When you stay committed, you give others permission to do the same. And let me say this, nobody talks about the nights you wanted to quit but didn't. Nobody posts the silent battles, the lonely grind, the tears behind closed doors. But those moments matter more than the applause. Those moments are building a backbone. They're forging character. They're turning you into someone who can handle success without being destroyed by it. So when it gets heavy, and it will, you remind yourself why you started. You remind yourself of the promises you made when you were tired of being average. You remind yourself that discipline today is freedom tomorrow. You don't stop because it's hard. You stay because quitting is not an option. Your future is depending on you to stay committed right now. Don't let them down. Stay locked in. Stay hungry. Stay committed. The best version of you is waiting on the other side.